been a whirlwind. It's definitely busy, but it's been fun. Like getting to experience everything and meeting all the new people and building those relationships. It's just every time you get on the field is another opportunity. So it's good. It's fun, but definitely relieved to kind of be done with all that. Now I can kind of just transition back into football mode.
Big part of this is selling yourself to teams. How would you sell yourself? Like, what are they getting when they draft you?
Consistency. Definitely a dude that's just going to come in and work every day and take care of what he needs to take care of and do his job. Great in the locker room, loves the game, just wants to enjoy it.
Have you let your mind wander to getting that phone call with the draft being in your home state and fulfilling that childhood dream of being drafted and playing?
A little bit. It's definitely it's going to be exciting. It'll be a bit surreal. Just knowing all the work I put in and everything that's gone into this, and to have my parents right next to me, it's gonna be a huge blessing. I'm stoked for it.
You guys are always trained to deflect praise, pass it on to others. In that regards, the combine and pro day process with talking to scouts is totally different. You have to sell yourself. Is that trying to be like that telemarketer and talk all about yourself in that regard? Because I imagine that's so different for so many of you guys.
Very, very different. Yeah, because you always want to carry yourself in a humble manner and kind of try to not speak highly of yourself. But yeah, when you have to tell them this is what you're getting and this is who I am, and it's definitely tough. But you have to do it. You're trying to get yourself a job and get yourself on a team and an opportunity.
You feel like you're like toeing the line between like pride and like braggadocious and arrogance at some points, or
a little bit, but at the same time, like that's what they're looking for. They expect you to kind of brag a little bit and talk about yourself. So it's a little awkward, but everyone else is doing it as well. So it's kind of got to do what you got to do.
Leadership has been a big part of your career here at Wisconsin, and obviously that's got it as well. Is that something that comes up in meetings, and how do you kind of portray yourself as a leader in those teams?
It definitely comes up in meetings. Teams will ask if I was a captain and how much I did in terms of on the leadership side. I'm definitely more of a lead by example guy and just come in and do my work. But I will say something when something needs to be said. But no, I just come in. I just try to hold the standard every day. I think is kind of the best way to put it.
Here you were versatile. At the Senior Bowl, you were versatile. Is that something also that kind of comes up in those meetings? And what role do teams kind of tell you they most envision you as the next center?
Versatility is definitely something that I kind of pride myself on, and I think it's a huge aspect of my game. In terms of position-wise and stuff, I've heard stay at safety. I've heard put on some pounds and move to linebacker, and I don't care either way. Whatever gets me on the field quickest and gets me making some plays is what I'm going to do.
What do you think overall when you tell teams is your best trait on the football field?
Probably physicality, and being able to come downhill and hit.
Do you feel like you answered some questions that teams had about you going into the combine, just with the performance you put up?
I would like to think so. At my size and kind of the expectations of what I did here and what I can do, I hope I kind of helped myself out and answered some questions for teams.
Athletic testing did pretty good at the combine. Is that what you expected, kind of, when you were going into it?
That was the goal. You never exactly know how it's gonna end up. That was the goal, and once you get there, it's just like put everything in God's hands and trust in Him, and know that He's gonna carry you through it, and He's got a whole plan that you don't even know about.
how do you approach these next 7 weeks? Is it just pure training? Do you take some time for yourself mentally now that the two biggest hurdles are behind you? Or
Probably take a day or two, but other than that, it's start training, because 2 months from now I'll be in a different city fighting for a job. So you can't really take too much time off, because it's we gotta get ready to go and get ready to make a name for ourselves.
will you take a moment at any point along this way, be it tomorrow or the night before the draft, to appreciate your football journey?
For sure, it could be right after this too. To be honest with you, it's just it has been it's been a long journey, a lot of ups and a lot of downs, but I'm thankful for it all. I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for all the adversity and all the good times. So it's been a lot of fun, and I wouldn't change any of it for the world.
Thanks.
Sweet.